I remember when I left for the war from Stapleton Airfield in Denver, Colorado, and I was really, really excited. And I turned around and looked at my wife, and she was crying. And I'm thinking to myself, my gosh, I'm going to be a fighter pilot in a real war, a war for men with hair on their chests. And there's missiles and MiGs, and our bases are rocketed mortars at night. Our bases are under attack. I mean, what's not to like about this? This is everything I've dreamed about. Many decades later, I understand clearly, why she was concerned, and she worried every day the whole time I was over there, of course, as did my parents. You have an idea that people are shooting at you all the time. In the daytime, down south, it was pretty much small arms. It was small arms, AK-47s, sometimes 14.5 millimeter machine guns and that type of thing. So in the daytime, very often you couldn't see it. In nighttime, you could certainly see it. And sometimes the troops were in desperate contact. I mean, they were almost hand to hand, fighting the enemy very close. At other times, they're out there knowing the enemy's out there, not sure exactly where. They had intelligence and would tell the forward air controller where they thought the people were, where they had received intelligence they were moving. So the forward air controller was always your eyes and ears. You couldn't see things on the ground. You couldn't see the troops. I mean, occasionally you might see something, but you were basically bombing where the forward air controller told you. He also very often could not see it. He was talking to the guys on the ground and reacting from the smoke. Now, the troops on the ground sometimes would also mark their targets. They would say, okay, we are popping smoke now. So very often, most often, you did not see the enemy down there at all. It was hunt and peck or close combat, one or the other. I never did anything over there that I was ashamed of. And I have had people ask me, young kids ask me, did you ever kill anybody? And my answer to them was, I never killed anyone that wasn't trying desperately to kill me. I didn't violate any rules. I didn't bomb any villages. I didn't do anything that I was ever ashamed of at all. So I don't have anything, but I believed in what I was doing. And I believed in what we were doing was worthwhile. I bought into the reason that we supposedly got into that war was communism was monolithic. If we didn't stop it over there, we were going to see them on the streets of San Francisco someday. Many decades later, it's so stupid that we did not understand why we got into that war. But I believed the whole time that it was worthwhile what doing, and I was worth. But I also knew that by the time I left, that man, we are not making any progress, and I don't know how long this can go on. So I was never ashamed of it. I never said that it made me into what I was. I am what I am, and I do what I do, and I'm proud of what I do, and I don't do things that are wrong. And it was the same way over there.